What's up, everybody? Destin Laguerre here with my good friend Brian Albert.
Hey, Destin, how you doing?
Brian, I'm doing great because
a
new Mass Effect trailer came out, Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yes, not called Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, not Mass Effect 4, even though that's what it's referred to as.
Yep, we saw this little trailer here at the beginning of EA's press conference.
Yes,
E3.
we did, and this is actually captured in-engine and representative of game experience, according to the end of the trailer, which is mind-blowing.
Yeah,
this
looks fantastic.
They accomplished that. Aaron Flynn actually went forward and talked a little bit more about what they're trying to represent here. It says it represents our visual target for the final game. So I don't know if it's actually in-engine. The trailer says it's in-engine. They say on their blog post that it's representative of their goal. So this seems like a target render to me.
I would agree with that. I mean, it looks fantastic. I mean, this game's holiday 2016. It's far off.
Yeah,
so we'll see more about that later for sure.
Let's hop right in. I'm going to go right to the 14-second mark. We basically saw the whole trailer.
Sure. They do a little fake out at the beginning here. They're like, look, it's
a
like
little
a Western-y. It's Johnny Cash, and here's this thing.
So if we just take a look here, we're looking at a screen, and you notice that reticle that pops up. What do you think that could be?
I just assume it's some sort of like scanner, because as you're going through the different places that we swipe through later, it looks like it's like examining different parts of the environment, like testing for
minerals is what I think.
Yeah,
because you have the probing engine and all the other Mass Effects.
That's
right?
true.
So I'm betting these are minerals that or resources that you can collect and use to upgrade your ship or other upgrades that we don't know about.
Yeah, that makes sense. Totally like the Mass Effect scanner, just a little circle that bleeps around on planets.
Yeah,
for sure.
We see it again right here, right there in the cave, and this is a totally new setting. This really excites me. This brings me back to Mass Effect 1, where you could go to any planet, explore it, collect resources, encounter new story missions, and that has me really hyped.
Yeah, they sort of did away with that after 1. There was plenty of places to go, but some of the planets were pretty empty, and then I think they just sort of scrapped it. I kind of hope they come back to it now, but add tons of life to these planets.
Yeah, me too. Speaking of life, you see that little... It's almost like a flea, like a giant
it's like a big gross
in the background.
flea bug thing.
We see something later that I think might be this character, but I can't confirm. But it is nice to see that there's just wildlife. Like, I don't think that's something you're going to talk to necessarily, but you might.
But it's there. Yeah, that's interesting. In Mass Effect 1, there was some.
There
wildlife.
were the monkeys that you could encounter.
Yep, the little monkeys, and there was like the gas bags at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, that's correct.
Not much. Yep.
Speaking of wildlife, there's something that's a little more ominous. This flying creature. It looks very foreign.
Yeah,
really
I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, definitely don't. There's also some birds, a little less threatening.
Yeah, no, I'm totally fine with birds. Birds are fine.
These settings, just in general, look absolutely beautiful. Now, because this one's at the top of the mountain, I wonder if that's a point of interest, and the one lower is a mineral. I can't quite tell, but there are different designs on each of the points.
Yeah, I don't think we're really meant to make those out.
Yeah, I'm digging in pretty deep on these, just because I'm very excited about this
absolutely.
trailer.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably searching for like suitable locations, or is there things here that people need to survive?
Here we're taking a look at a very fiery planet. And
I love the response. It's nope.
Yeah,
it's almost like a selection. Oh, this
there.
one's cool. This no, fire tornadoes, not so much.
And right here, if we look at the very bottom, it has a temperature gauge. So remember in Mass Effect 1, you would go to certain planets and there was a hazard level warning.
Yeah.
Maybe that's back. We don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it got up to like level 3, you couldn't go out of the Mako for very long at all.
Yeah, you would go out and you'd have to get back in there. Speaking of the Mako, we're going to see it in just a second, but not before we actually see a character who is not the main protagonist of the Mass Effect series.
But BioWare said that in their blog, right? This was not a thing they mentioned at the press conference?
Correct. And on the galaxy map right now, if we look right there, it says FTL destination. So the FTL drive is back and whenever you happen to be driving.
Yeah, and it sort of adds more credence to the idea that they were looking for a place to go. They were searching of these like 5 or 6 places, and that one at the beginning that we saw is sort of this destination that they want to go to.
Correct. One of the things they said in their blog was exciting new worlds to discover, great characters, and intense action. And if that is what the galaxy map is like now, that is just so cool. I can't believe this is what they're going for.
Yeah, I mean, the name of it, Mass Effect Andromeda, like that's an entirely separate real galaxy apart from the Milky Way, and that's kind of the route that I thought they should go for in Mass Effect, is because we know so much about the galaxy in Mass Effect 1. We know the history, we know the conflict of the Reapers. It's hard to get bigger than that.
Yeah.
So like you just kind of have to go somewhere else and do something else, I think.
You do. And right here I froze it on whoever this character is. They're holding a pistol, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like the Paladin? I can't remember. Mass Effect multiplayer is
I'm not sure. This takes place very far away from Mass Effect 1, though, so it could be a completely new item. But he does still have that N7 insignia on his armor.
So the Systems Alliance is still a thing in some way, or maybe not. Maybe the alliance is gone and this person is what remains, kind of.
Yeah, maybe it's just some new division or something of N7. The helmet's also pretty unique.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one before. A lot of the designs of weapons and things are reminiscent of Mass Effect 1 through 3, but that helmet looked totally different to me.
Yeah. Well, here's the big build to gameplay, and then here's the introduction of the Mako. I want to drive it this time.
It looks like it's actually responding.
Yeah, it reminds me of Batman Arkham Knight's Batmobile.
Yep.
You know, it looks very formidable.
No, in Mass Effect 1, this thing would float everywhere. You could basically go up straight surfaces. Yeah. This thing looks a little more capable.
Exciting. Yeah. So that was the Mako in action. Oh, actually, remember that bug we saw before?
Oh, yeah, the tick thing.
There it is there. I think. We don't know for sure, but it kind of has the same design, right? A big tick.
Was that on this first planet, though? I don't know.
This is a different planet than the one that we were looking at, but it looks like a similar creature. I just wanted to point it out that there is still
I wonder if you run them over, if they pop.
Some sort of wildlife.
Gross.
Maybe. Yeah.
And
now jetpacks.
Yes. So you could have
vertical
different
traversal.
Yes, you had abilities and stuff, but not like that. Like in Mass Effect 3, you had like you could be like the Vanguard and do like the ground pound thing and like the Vanguard dash, but there was nothing like a jetpack or like a double jump traversal sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely. I would always do Vanguard dash and then slam and just back out.
Oh yeah, it was too good to not use.
And then here we get a beautiful look at the planet that he's on.
And I want to point out, it's kind of hard to hear because it's a rewind and it's us talking, but there's a Reaper horn or something very, very similar to it if you just play right when this person stands up.
It's metallic sounding.
It might not be exactly, but it's really close. Right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And on top of that, again...
And then we see this, and this also kind of reminds you of the Reaper sort of tech. It
really does, but...
I don't want to say it is Reapers, though, because we wiped them out.
Exactly.
You know,
that's what they said, right? It's a different story, but like this little thing that lights up at the bottom...
right there.
The horn.
Let's listen right here.
Yeah, that's like when they got their lasers going and they're destroying the Earth.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird because that thing on the ground looks like a Praetorian enemy too, and I don't know. It's weird. They say it's different. Yeah, like the blue lights that light up, like the shape of that character looks like the Praetorian bosses that sometimes come slam down. You know what I'm talking about?
Interesting.
They've got like the barriers, and like once you get their barrier down, they got armor.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know
interesting theory.
It's like a big spider thing. I can't try to explain it better than that, unfortunately.
Those are the Reapers.
Yeah, they're a type of Reaper. Yeah. And can we stop right when it starts showing the characters running?
Here?
No.
Oh, when he starts running in a sec.
There we go.
So yeah, if we go back here. Hi, Krogan.
Yeah. Krogan.
Yeah. So we have a Krogan, what looks like a human female, a human male, and none of these are the main character. Oh, well,
yeah.
They say the person in the trailer was not a main character.
That is correct.
So I'm assuming none of these characters are.
And these could be like, I mean, I would assume they're human too, but maybe they're Drell or something. I don't know. There are a lot of humanoid type things. But yeah, that definitely looks like a Krogan to me, which is exciting because I love that race. They're just so brutal and weird and funny. Yeah.
Just gruff. I really
absolutely
like them
happy
also.
to see them back.
And if we move forward, he actually takes a hit here, so kinetic barriers are
the
back.
shields.
So the shields
system,
or a new shield system. Now my question is, I can't make out what character type these guys are, but they kind of look Krogan to me. That's a guess. I'm not really sure. I'm going to guess it's a new race. You think it's Turian?
The helmet, they're
too
weird,
bulky.
That's what I was going to think too. It's weird. Turians have that weird elongated like head and helmet when they're all like suited for battle. I think they kind of look like that. But yeah, they're a little bulky. It might be something totally new.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to find out more about whatever those things are.
The Omni tool is back.
Yeah.
He's powering
Omni
it up right
Blade, he's coming in, doing a jump attack.
Yeah.
There's a good shot of his armor, jetpack in action,
energy armpits going on there. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I wonder if that's like if that's just a flashy thing for the trailer, or if you can like combine your jetpack with Omni abilities or something, because it looked like a jetpack boost into like this slash.
It's going to be very interesting to see what we do here. And then we have the date, Holiday 2016.
Oh, we're far
captured
away.
in engine, representative of game experience.
I don't even know.
Captured in, I don't know. Like,
it looks really good.
That looks so good. I'm very excited. Thank you so much for joining me,
thank
Brian. We're very excited about Mass Effect Andromeda. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. And for more on Mass Effect, you're already in the right place. IGN.